morning, second graders. We're going to start a brand new math unit.
Woo!
We just got back from winter break. We're done with money. You guys are experts at counting money and change and dollar bills and whatnot. And now we are starting our unit on telling time.
Ooh.
And I don't just mean looking at a digital clock and reading it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like you can read a calendar.
Ooh,
You can look at a clock that has the big hand and the little hand and it's going around in a circle, and you'll know what the big hand and the little hand mean and how to tell time on what we call an analog clock.
Ooh, that's pretty tricky.
It is so tricky, but second graders are pretty smart.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are going to do really well at it. We're excited to spend the next few weeks teaching you guys and learning with you. But today, to begin our unit on telling time, we like to start with just making sure that you guys can grasp the different time lengths and how long it takes to do certain things, right? Like a jumping jack, okay? How long do you think it would take to do a jumping jack?
I don't know, like 5 seconds?
5 seconds to do a jumping jack?
I don't know.
Should we see?
Sure.
Why don't you do a jumping jack and I'll count?
Okay,
Ready, set, go. 1. That was 1 second.
Okay, so maybe just 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. How about brushing your teeth?
Well, from the time I was young, my mom told me I always had to brush for 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's great. And do you think that it's better to brush for, like if I'm thinking, I often have to remind my child, like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not going to get all of those germs out.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Not enough time.
Yeah, so minutes are a good use of time for brushing your teeth. Seconds, jumping jack. Okay, let's think of something else. Can you think of something that might take maybe a couple hours?
Oh my goodness, when I do laundry.
Oh yeah, that takes so long.
In the washer, in the dryer, gotta fold it, gotta put it away.
And sometimes those dry clothes don't get folded for a few days.
They don't. They sit on the end of my bed and they don't get put away. I just wear them again. So yeah, my house laundry takes a couple hours, but I know that my child, if I let him, he could easily watch TV for a couple hours at a time. That would be like his dream Saturday, is just getting to sit in front of the TV for a couple hours and watch a movie.
Yes.
So yeah, going to a movie could be a couple hours. What else?
And then if we think of like days, maybe going on a trip, an overnight trip, or visiting a relative, or something like that, which could take, I'm not going to drive 3 hours to my grandma's house and spend 5 minutes there.
No, that would be kind of silly.
No, I'm going to spend the day, I'm going to spend the night, I'm going to spend the next day. So that would be an example of something that takes days to do.
Okay.
Okay, so there's different units of time. Seconds are really short. Minutes, a little longer, but still not very long. Hours, we're getting longer, and then days, even longer.
Very cool.
Today, on our worksheet, we are estimating time. Now, estimating means it's a guess, okay? It's not exact. It's just a good guess as to how long something would take. So we're going to choose the amount of time each activity would take. So let's look at the first one.
Okay.
It says that this person is making a sandwich. I see peanut butter and jelly here, some bread. So when we think of making a sandwich, okay, you have to get the bread out. You have to get the jelly and the peanut butter out. Get your butter knife. Slather it, okay? So let's think about that while we look at the units of time that we have. About 5 seconds. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in 5 seconds.
No, that would be very good.
Barely get the peanut butter out of the cupboard.
Yeah.
About 5 hours. That's almost a full school day.
Yeah, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
That would be one giant
sandwich.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, and the bread would probably be stale after that.
Okay, so it can't be that one.
No. 5 minutes.
Well, that sounds pretty reasonable because 1 minute has 60 seconds in it. So this would be like 5 sets of 60 seconds. I think that sounds pretty reasonable, but what else do we have?
5 days.
Oh my goodness.
A whole week.
That's a little too much.
Weekdays.
That's like Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, yeah.
Could you imagine if it took
Full
you from
school week.
Monday all the way to Friday to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? You would starve.
You would starve. Yeah.
All right. I am solid on the fact that I think it is 5 minutes. Should
Yeah.
be our correct answer.
Yes.
That's my guess.
Okay. So we're gonna bubble that in.
All right.
So the next one we have here, visiting a friend. I think of maybe having a play date with somebody in the afternoon after you finish schoolwork or on a Saturday, right? We've got the same ideas of units of measures, about 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3. Not enough time to barely even say hi to your friend, let alone do something fun. About 3 hours. That seems a reasonable amount of time. About 3 minutes. That's counting to 60 3 times. Again, you'd barely
Kind of short.
get to their house, say hi to the family members, pet the dog, and you'd be done.
You'd have to leave again.
Right?
Hmm.
And then 3 days.
That would be fun.
But I don't think any of the parents in that situation would appreciate a 3-day play date.
That's a
right?
long play date.
Yeah. So what would be the
Okay.
best guess for visiting a friend?
Well, we decided that 3 seconds and 3 minutes would be too short.
Too short.
And 3 days is way too long.
Way too long.
So I think the best guess is 3 hours.
Yes.
That would be like going to visit a friend right after school, but coming home for dinner.
Yeah. That's a totally reasonable amount. And that's
Yeah.
usually how Mia and Max do their play
Yeah.
dates too. A couple of hours, a good enough time to feel like you've gotten to play a lot, but you're also like ready to go home and
And pet your own dog.
Yes. So we want you guys to try to finish the rest of this page on your own using what we've taught you guys about seconds, minutes, hours, and days, and your knowledge from first grade and kindergarten about seconds, minutes, hours, and days as well. As we flip this page over and see what the back looks like. All right. Would you mind erasing those dots?
Oh,
for me?
yeah.
Thanks. So on the back, this says, what would you do? Draw a picture of an activity you would like to do that takes the amount of time shown. So if the first one says about 1 hour, I'm not going to draw a picture of myself doing a jumping jack, okay? An hour is quite a bit of time, right?
Yeah. In fact, it would be plenty of time for me to get my nails
You
done.
could get your nails done, so you could draw a picture of yourself getting your nails done.
Uh-huh.
I could do a Peloton bike ride.
You could.
I could do 2 30-minute rides.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe bake a cake.
Ooh, I love
That'd
cake.
be fun.
Yep. I would love to have some cake right now.
Yeah, me too.
Let's think of some things that maybe our students could do for an hour.
Yeah.
So I know that sometimes a game, like a sport that you might play, could take about an hour. Even a play date, a shorter one, could be an hour. Maybe you go to play outside.
Go to the park.
Go to the park. You want to watch a TV show. All of those things take about an hour. Remember, an hour is a total of 60 minutes.
Yes.
Okay? All right.
All right, the next one, about 10 minutes. Much shorter amount of time.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot less. So 10 minutes is going to be, I like to put it in terms of school. That's like half of a recess.
Oh yeah, it is half of a recess.
So it might be enough time to have like a quick snack.
A quick snack.
I think it takes me about 10 minutes to eat an apple, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a slow eater.
You are. She really is a slow eater.
I'm a nibbler.
I usually finish my whole entire lunch and she's had her like second bite. I'm like, come on, Miss
Hurry
McCoy.
up, we got videos to film. Come on. Think of
Yes.
something that you would like to do for 10 minutes, and it might even help. You can pay attention at home to something that you've already done, and you can say, oh, I think that took about 10 minutes. You can draw that here.
All right, let's take
All
a
right.
look at the bottom.
On the bottom, the next one is something that would take about 3 days. Well, my nails don't take 3 days. That's for sure.
No. You know what's something that we've recently done, and I know you and your family have done too, that's taken multiple days to do?
What?
Put a puzzle together, like a 500 to 1,000 piece puzzle.
My goodness, I am still stuck on my puzzle. The tree. Putting a tree together. Oh my
A
goodness.
lot of brown and green.
Yes, it's all green. All the pieces look
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
the same. I'm going nuts.
So there's an idea.
Thanks for reminding
3
me.
days would probably be too little of
Yeah.
amount of time for you, but
Thank you for the frustration.
maybe like we talked about going on a vacation or visiting
Yeah.
a relative, something
A
like
quick little
that.
trip somewhere.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And finally, about 5 hours.
Ooh, that's a longer amount of time for sure. Well, it might take students about 5 hours to get all of their work done, their school day, if they get up in the morning and do their reading and their programs and take their break for lunch. So maybe from the time you get up until the time you're completely done with school, that might be about 5 hours. What else?
Maybe you go on a really, really strenuous hike for 5 hours.
Where you need like the hiking stick and you're going up and you're like can't breathe and you need water. Yeah. A day trip somewhere might be about 5 hours. Maybe you take a trip to the beach and you hang out with your family.
Or go to the zoo.
About that too. I love the zoo.
Me too. You know the zoo is open.
I've heard.
San Francisco Zoo.
I need to go.
I want to see some animals, like really, really badly.
All right, we've given you some ideas, but you are more than welcome to come up with your own ideas, and that's it for math today. We're going to get more into that telling time as the week goes on. We'll see you next time.